Welcome to Beyond the Bell, alongside former two-time welterweight champion Shawn Porter. I'm Adnan Burke. Good to have you with us. We'll hear from Todd Grisham, Sergio Mora, Chris Mannix, and others in just a second. But first, as we recap Devin Haney's impressive victory, and we talked a lot, Shawn, about his technical skills, what a smart boxer he is, but I was impressed by his toughness. This is a guy, especially in that 7th round, Jojo Diaz went after him, and Haney was able to withstand that charge.
Devin Haney has shown a lot of different, he's shown some versatility. He's shown that he could do multiple things in the ring, and one of those things is be tough. You know, when you got a guy who's flashy and fast and all that kind of stuff, you're always wondering, does this guy really have dog? Yeah. Devin Haney showed that he has dog tonight.
He was the big dog on this night. A phenomenal job as he was able to neutralize Jojo Diaz. And now, of course, the next step, Devin Haney, George Kambosos, huh?
Ooh, I love that fight. Styles make fights. I think even beyond that, both guys are electrifying in the ring. Both guys are explosive in the ring. And, of course, both guys got what it takes to be champion. You got a 23-year-old against, I think, maybe 27, 28-year-old in Kambosos. I mean, both guys are at the highlights of their careers right now. Why not get it on now, man? Boxing wins when in that fight.
You're right about that. Todd Grisham catching up with the winner.
Sergio Mora says if George Kambosos fights Devin Haney, he thinks George Kambosos should be the favorite.
Look, George Kambosos is an excellent boxer. He showed that against Teofimo Lopez. What we saw, though, from Devin Haney, very good boxing performance. He fought a very good fighter, a guy that was in his face all night long. He landed clean shots. He landed counter shots. He fought a brilliant fight. I think it's a very, very good fight between two top lightweights.
Well, we didn't get a proper say goodbye to George Kambosos, but come in here, George, if somebody wants to look. Here he is. Devin Haney has his WBC title, and here's George Kambosos.
Great win, and now we can talk. Now we can talk.
He says we can talk. Sergio thinks that George Kambosos should be the favorite against you if you guys fight. Your response to that?
Well, he has most of the belts, so I have no problem with him being a favorite. At the end of the day, we got to go in there and settle it. Numbers don't matter when it comes to that, so let's just do it. That's all I care about.
George, you wanted to see an entertaining fight from Devin Haney. Did you see that tonight?
Look, I'll give him his props. You know, at times he looked very sharp, and you know, he boxed brilliant. That's his game. He boxes nicely. So you know, yeah, styles make fights, and you know, if we make it happen, it's going to be an exciting fight. But now we can talk. Now we can talk.
What kind of effort will it take to beat someone like George Kambosos? Will what you did tonight be enough to beat that man?
We got to see. Like he said, styles make fights. I still think I'm the best lightweight in the division. But talk is cheap. We got to go in there and settle it.
George,
of course.
What did you see? As you watched this fight, almost in a scouting role, did you see things out of Devin Haney that you think you can exploit?
Many holes. I see the hole straight away, but again, I'm not going to outshine his moment. This is his moment. Full respect. Great win, great victory. You handled your business. I handled my business last week, and let's get to the business side of things. And now we can talk.
How important is it for you, George, and of course you, Devin, to settle once and for all the WBC championship picture? How important is that?
Yeah, look, for me, that's not my business. WBC, franchise, WBC, champion belt, you know, that's not my business. That's up to Mauricio. And I'm honored to be a WBC champion. He's honored to be a WBC champion. And you know what? We'll settle the difference.
Hey, George, last week it was your night. Tonight it's your night, Devin, I'll give you the last word. What do you want to say to George Kambosos and all your friends as they hope you get this big battle and unify an undisputed title in this division?
All I can say is let's make it happen. The fans want to see it. He wants to make it happen. I want to make it happen. It should be a very easy fight to make happen.
You ever been in Australia?
No, I've never been, but I look forward to it, going to go pick up some belts out there. All
right, well, have a good day, mate.
Be careful with the 80,000 coming out of Australia. Because if you thought today's crowd was pretty crazy, 80,000 in Australia. But
the crowd doesn't win fights, I do. Let's do it.
I know that. I dealt with that with Lopez.
There you have it, George Kambosos and Devin Haney. Will we see them at the beginning of 2022? Many people hope so. Let's go upstairs to Adnan Burke.
So Sergio Mora is saying there, Shawn, that he thinks Kambosos would be the favorite against Haney. Listen, I love George. He's a great dude. But I would think for most people, Devin Haney would be the favorite.
And, you know, this is really the first time we've seen Kambosos on this stage.
Yeah.
So I think that he's got to repeat this. You got to prove this now against Devin Haney. So I'm not so quick to jump on I really wouldn't even call it a bandwagon. I just wouldn't be so quick to say, hey, you know, this is a fight that Kambosos is going to win just because he beat Teofimo Lopez. Styles make fights, and clearly Devin Haney's got everything that he needs in his arsenal to beat a guy like George Kambosos.
Yeah, in boxing history, you've seen guys like Kambosos pull off an upset, but it's tough to sustain that. Hey,
Yeah.
they have the fight of their life,
Yeah.
but it's hard to replicate that.
Yeah, and I don't mean to knock George Kambosos or anything like that, but it's just when you get so you're up for this moment,
Right.
and, you know, and then you got to take into account all of those layoffs that they had from this fight, all of the postponements and things like that.
Yeah.
Gives you more time to prepare and all of those kinds of things, you know. So I think that Devin Haney is another beast.
Yeah.
You know. So you took on one beast, you conquered that one. You got another tough test in front of you in Devin Haney.
By the way, here in the zone, ties are not necessary, but you make it look with your you just go ahead. You're style and profiling.
I am who I am, and I was told that I wouldn't be able to wear a tie tonight, but looky here.
Showtime Sean P., the winner, as always. For Shawn Porter, Todd Grisham, Sergio Mora, Chris Mannix, I'm Adnan Virk. Good night from Las Vegas. Enjoy Beyond the Bell.